to
Fucking liars, dude.
podcast.
All of you fucks.
Marcus,
Guys
this
are
is
fucking
your
cheating,
day,
dude.
sir. You choose a subject. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I've been.
Is that a? I'm sorry, Nick. You don't mean to cut you off. Is that a Corona Familia?
No, man,
Oh,
it's our drink.
You got the fucking.
It's
I
a
don't
drink.
know. I was that fucking summer shandy.
I've got a.
Are those?
Diet
Is that a
Crush.
sour?
No,
Fancy.
it's very sweet.
No, it's a shandy.
I don't know what that is.
Basically like beer and lemonade.
Yeah, beer and lemonade.
Really?
Something like
Is
that.
it good?
It tastes like summer.
It sure does, motherfucker.
I bet that tastes really good over with nice and cold in this hot fucking day.
Yeah.
Let's talk about humidity.
All right. Woo!
So I feel like Marcus, like, we haven't been hearing as much from Marcus. Like, I think we all agree we want to hear more Marcus.
The Twitter account has been blowing up. Everyone's been wanting more Marcus.
All right. First off, I don't know where this "we want more Marcus" shit fucking came from. It's like
Hashtag goes trending for like 10 hours.
So, I mean, let's just fucking talk about whatever we want to talk about. Don't put the emphasis on me. So, fucking the BLM episode went totally awry, other than what I was expecting it to, because it just turned into a big fucking political debate. I care about politics 0.00000 fucking percent.
And that showed during that podcast.
Yeah.
Didn't you leave and go on a date while we were podcasting? Did that happen?
Some girl came over that he was fucking.
Oh my god.
Wasn't it during that episode? Like she came over?
I don't know. I was joking, but maybe.
No, and then the last episode. I mean, the last episode, I showed up at the end because I was getting home from work, and I lost track of time. I didn't realize you guys were. I didn't realize you guys were fucking. That
we started.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys were podcasting. So it's like I got home from work and I connected, and fucking Chaz was fucking leaving. So
Chaz was leaving, but then you stayed. You brought John in, and then.
Hold on.
You Irish goodbyed us.
I'll at least give it here. The reason why the hashtag "we want more Marcus" is because of a lot of misunderstandings. So is what I'm hearing, but that doesn't mean our fans still don't want more Marcus.
Yeah, they want more of that. They want more of that.
Quit dodging us.
Whip it out.
Listen, man.
What the fuck is that a dog behind you? You got a dog now?
Those are dinosaur bones, man.
Yes,
it's a fucking moose, Marcus.
My roommate's dog.
Oh my god, dude! I'm like, you got a fucking dog, dude?
He's working, and she gets really antsy when, like, she knows we're around, but she can't see us.
Oh.
She'll destroy the door.
She's like, you are. I know you're excluding me in there. I hear you. Yeah. You're having fun. You're not sleeping. I hear you.
Even sleeping.
She's like,
You should see what she did to the fucking roommate's door.
My dog's the same way.
No, I'm gonna show you.
Sean's going.
Hey dog, bite him, bite something.
I think you might need to know the dog's name. You probably doesn't just call it dog.
They all answer to the same thing.
Dog.
What the hell are you doing?
It's like a horror movie. I'm watching Paranormal Activity over here.
Yeah, look at her. Look at her.
Ah! I don't understand what happened to the door. I understand it looks like.
What are you doing?
Looks like a drawing of Bigfoot from The Simpsons.
She's that dog's following Sean all around.
Oh, she don't leave my side until my roommate comes home, and then she don't leave his side. She's very needy.
That's
fickle.
So what
so fickle.
Marcus.
So what do you do? So what do you do when you're fucking a girl then, and he's not there?
Sean,
Well,
I'm just asking.
he
'cause
uses
I'm
his own
curious.
penis. That's what he does,
Sean
Chaz.
doesn't-
I'm just asking.
Sean
Like,
He doesn't need a tag team.
does he let the dog in?
I've been studying French on Rosetta Stone. Are you familiar with ménage à trois?
Do you let the dog in and so it sits there and watches?
Sean, I'm
Or-
home. London Bridge is time.
What the hell are you even? What are you even asking, Chaz? No, the
Oh,
dog isn't there.
no. It's just,
See, he was thinking about it. He had to think about it.
Are you
There
even
was a
having
situation
regular
that
sex over
happened.
there, Sean?
with COVID going on, are you out of your fucking mind?
what the fuck? You're going out drinking like a madman, aren't you?
No.
No.
I mean, that's how I drink, but I wouldn't say
Chaz-
I'm regular.
Chaz, I think you showed your hand. I think your dog has watched you have sex before, based on your questioning of Sean.
Well, we put a blanket over her cage.
Okay. She
That's-
just
You
listens.
got now. Who's
Yeah,
inside the cage?
that's weird.
My dog.
Yeah, Sharon. You and Sharon get in the cage and put a.
No, my
No,
dog.
no, you might be into that kind of
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
She'll want to come over and start licking my ass or something.
I hope not.
Fuck, man. What? God
And
damn
then
it.
that's just
makes
another
me-
thing you're into.
Even if like we put the dog in the cage, it like paranoids me. Like, this dog's staring at me, and I'm like,
She's,
I'm going
she's
to- I'm
judging
going
me.
to- I'm going to town with my wife, and then like I don't need eyes on me.
Your wife's
I'm
like,
being judged.
your wife's like, that's good, that's good. You're like, is it good? You're like, she's like, that's good. The dog's like, nah.
Yeah, man. It's like it's playing with my
She's
emotion.
faking.
I don't want to deal with that. So
I
gotta
can
put a blanket
smell
over her
she's
cage.
faking.
Dogs over there like, put me in, coach. I'm better. So, Marcus, I see you've gone quiet already.
Then we hit another topic Marcus doesn't know about, and that's having sex in front of dogs.
What's everybody drinking and smoking? Call it out.
I thought we
I'm
did that.
drinking. I'm drinking a Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, and I'm smoking Romeo cigar by Romeo y Julieta.
Hey, Marcus, could you come up with a good catchphrase or, I mean, like a motto pitch commercial slogan for that cigar?
No, I couldn't.
Not
I
like so.
just smoke them, man.
I've got Orange Shasta
Smoke him if you got him.
with vodka as they call it.
Are you
Vodka.
serious? Vodka and orange soda?
Yeah, man, it's good.
Interesting.
Shit'll
Chaz, what,
get
do
you
you
drunk.
eat?
What am I eating?
What is Chaz eating?
I'm eating a what's it called? A number 44
What the hell is that?
from Faux Cali. So it's faux. It's basically beef on white rice is what I got. It's actually really good. It's like that Mongolian beef. It's really fucking tasty.
So you went to a Vietnamese place for Mongolian beef, huh? I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Mongolia. It's not a,
it was
it's fine. I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
Sharon gets like, it's really good. I mean, it's on Seneca, so in Elma, so but it's really good.
Listen,
That
what's
sounds
it called
good.
again? What's it called?
sounds good.
Faux Cali, so PHO space CALI.
I think it's actually pronounced Fa. I'm not joking. And I think it's called Fakali.
It
It's
is.
like
Fakali?
fuck alley. Fuck
Yeah.
alley.
Yeah, I think I believe Nick is right.
100% is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's okay. And I only know that because I've heard jokes in which they use that with another word to make the word fuck.
Here's the thing about Chaz. People don't know. He gives 0 fucks, but he's 8-1.
What?
What did he say?
I don't know.
Chaz knows. At least someone fucking listens.
He gives 0 fucks, but he's something 1.
Oh, 8-1.
Oh, but he ate 1.
It's like, what are you eating? He was like, fuck. So,
It's a fuck number 54.
We're already
44.
we're already off to the bad jokes already.
I know.
44.
I thought
I like it, though.
fucking good.
I like
Marcus, Marcus, what are you watching right now?
You know what? I'm trying to get my PlayStation up and running so I could run the basketball game, but my PlayStation isn't connecting to the internet for some reason. My internet reset itself for whatever reason, either yesterday or the day before. I don't know if it was just a technical issue Verizon was having or if it was the weather or whatever, but like my internet works, it's on and everything. Like I'm obviously connected to this through my iPad using the internet. My phone's connected. I can't connect my PlayStation. So when I reset the router, I don't know. I gotta try to reconnect the fucking PlayStation to my shit.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
No, I'm
I hate that, but sometimes it works, you know.
But
I'm gonna say that to you. You're just like, yeah, I fucking tried that, mister. I tried that before I called this 1-800 number and waited on hold for an hour.
I gotta reach behind the fucking TV and shit.
You know, I mentioned so sports is becoming a big topic now since we're getting closer to the football season.
Oh,
and so I mentioned that you were watching like sports simulations on your. Everyone was like blown away. They're like, really? That they do that? Like that's a thing? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, people bet on that shit, and you know, it's a way to watch sports. They're like, man, I wish I thought it.
Right?
We should just do it. We just got to provide commentary, and then we don't have to pay the rights.
It's great.
It makes sense. We should just do it.
Yeah, I mean they actually have a 2K league going on. I mean, just recently that they aired on fucking ESPN, where basically it's just seriously and it's on for like 2 hours, and
it is, yeah.
It's basically just, you know, gamers, you know, I mean gamers that have their own basketball team. So basically within the game you have this mode called Pro-Am, like Pro-Am, like PRO-AM. And basically all it is that a bunch of thank you. There you go. So
you
fucking
RCA Pro-Am for fucking Nintendo?
Yeah, man.
A bunch of guys, a bunch of gamers get a team together, and you know they basically control their own player, and they play against other teams. It's like this big popular tournament and whatnot.
Can we get in on this thing?
If you want to lose.
I mean, yeah, we'll lose, but like,
can we get
on it?
Well, and I think with any other like amateur, you know, kind of competitive sport like that, we actually have to have some clout. So it's like if the four of us got on, I mean, we did a fifth. Probably Soborski would be a good fifth because he actually plays 2K too. So
and,
like
and he actually talks on the podcast.
Yeah. I suck at sports games. I could never get into them because it's just so methodical. I can't.
Oh, the basketball one. I feel like would actually be pretty good because like we'd have to practice a lot. Figure out what you're good at. Like Chaz, maybe you're not that good at shooting, or maybe you're fantastic at shooting. You just got that rhythm. We're bad at shooting, but I'm really good at rebounding or stealing or something. Like we all just have to figure out what we're really good at.
Exactly.
And we play to our own strengths.
Exactly.
You know? Yes. It's like if I'm really bad at shooting, I'm not going to be the point guard or shooting guard. You know, I'll be maybe the center, grabbing rebounds, blocking shots, things like that, taking charge.
Exactly.
You know, you can actually work on your own character. You can work on special drills during the season to up your like attributes and stuff. But like you actually learn how to play, and we could probably get fairly decent.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that have been playing for so long. You know,
they're always going to be better.
They already know the lob dunk when they do it every time. And it's like 10 out of 10 times. No one can ever stop it type of thing.
You need to win some fucking money.
So I would probably suck having never owned a PlayStation. I just like the idea of it. I like the idea of being on a team. And, you know. Having fun.
Now, as far as the gambling aspect,
We could Pete Rose it. That'd be the best. I would love to be the Pete Rose of video game basketball.
I was just gonna say people could possibly bet on us and whatever. No, that has nothing to do with us, but like, yeah, that was just a bad comment. But no,
that is something to keep in mind for the future.
All right, Marcus, you have both Xbox and PS4. Chaz, do you have an Xbox?
Yes, I do.
All right, and this you could do the NBA on either system, right?
Correct.
So I'd recommend Nick getting an Xbox, so I don't have to buy a PS4. It's really hard to find.
I don't think I'm gonna get an Xbox, but maybe if it's. Are you talking about Xbox One?
Yeah.
Or is there like another Xbox?
Not yet.
Well, yeah. I mean,
they've had the same system for like 20 years.
There's a newer version coming out later on this year. So, but
the Xbox 2.
What's it called, Chaz?
Oh, I forget. It's like X Serve or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
It's Xbox. I feel like definitely. I've never had PlayStation.
I haven't been paying attention to Xbox because the PlayStation, their games, like automatically, I already have like some of the games that are coming out for that. Like I'm already planning on getting a PlayStation because I was actually planning on not getting any console. Like I wasn't gonna buy one anymore, but now these games coming out, I'm like, damn, I really want to play those. So I'm gonna have to buy one now.
I'm gonna hold off. I just got an Xbox One of my own.
Yeah.
Right. There.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna buy it like immediately when it comes out, but because they're probably gonna be sold out like from day one. So I'll probably wait until like fall or something, or not fall.
I literally, me and my roommate's a good guy. He helped me call. We called everyone, like Target, Walmart. Oh, Sears is gone. Just all these stores, GameStop, everyone. We're like, do you have an Xbox One? No one had it.
You didn't think to try the internet?
Huh?
You didn't think to try the internet?
Well, Amazon, but like some of those
eBay
didn't have it. eBay, some of them had it, some of them didn't. We finally just called the pawn shop. We called 4 pawn shops, and one of them was like, "Yeah, I have one left." And then we came and we got it, and we're like, "Do you have a PS4?" And he was like, "Nah." All these systems are just gone.
Yeah.
So either the new ones are coming out, or everyone bought them with that stimulus check to try and make some money.
I mean,
they were bored as hell, man. That shit was flying.
People are selling it on eBay, but maybe for more than it's worth.
And fuck you, Nick, with that. Oh, they wanted $100, and I said no. I wish I could have found one $100.
I mean, I bid on this one for $25 right now?
No, it's going to go up to at least $250, $300.
Well, they've got 22 hours to get it up that high.
The most bidding happens like in the last 3 hours or something like that.
Of course, but not if nobody wants it. Then there are no bids.
That's up.
He does have a point there.
Sean, how much did you pay for your Xbox? I'm curious.
Yep.
Yes, that's right.
All right, so here's one. Here's one with controllers, NBA, 2K20, Recore, and Overwatch.
Oh, it's got the game.
Yep, there you go.
Currently $62, but let's see.
There you go. It's got 2 controllers and the game you want.
I'm just going to pump up the price, see what happens.
What's up this program team?
Nope. 65.
How much are consoles going for now? Then?
They're going for like $200 to $300.
Really?
Right, well, I just pushed it up to 90. So
now that you can't buy them anywhere, like
how much does the basketball 2K20 game cost normally?
$60.
Just the game. All right.
No. Now because they're already starting to advertise for 2K21. I mean, 2K21 is gonna be out by like September, October. So I'm pretty sure you can get. I mean, you'd be able to get 2K20 for at least $40.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if I get this. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. It's probably not.
How fun would it be if we just played a basketball game?
That would be fucking fantastic.
Right?
Oh man, I'm so bad at it. I don't even.
Me and Marcus have been dying for you guys to join us in Streets of Rage. Dude, that hard
On Xbox. On Xbox.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's free.
Worth it.
It's free with the Xbox Game Pass, but normally it's probably maybe like $30 at the most. $30.
Streets of Rage.
I don't think it's $30. Maybe $10, $15.
That's expensive.
I mean, it's a pretty popular game.
If you want a game with your friends, living it up old school.
Yeah, true. I've been wanting to play my games mostly. Like I've been really slack. I just haven't had the energy to do it.
Oh, come on, you cocksucker!
Work's been sucking.
So it's number 4.
What?
Streets of Rage number 4.
Yeah, Streets of Rage 4.
Yes.
Well, this is
Streets
saying
of Rage number 4.
$12.99 for the code
Okay.
There you go. That's not a bad price.
on eBay. So you can just, now you don't need discs, you just get a code, huh?
Yeah, everything's digital.
Everything's digital.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of surprised they're coming out with a PS4 with a disc drive.
Because people still have disc drives, or want to.
You don't want to rebuy the game if you already have it.
Well,
right?
that too. Also, Blu-rays. Like, if you watch movies, it's like, why would I buy this if I can't use this? Like, literally, I was going around getting an Xbox, looking for Xboxes. Like, do you have an Xbox? Does it have a disc drive? I'm not interested if it doesn't have a disc drive, personally.
True. I mean,
you have to buy. I mean, a Blu-ray player isn't that much, but it's still, for the company to put it back in, it costs way less than for the consumer to buy one.
Well, no, I mean, just aesthetically, having like a DVD player, then like an Xbox, it's like,
yeah,
you could
and all in one
the
system.
same, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, an all-in-one system. I mean, that's what I wanted in my in all my systems. But now the next one I'm going to get is just going to be the digital one, and the because I can't remember the last time I actually bought a game, like a CD, and used it. It's been a while. It's been a long time.
A CD you mean for the game?
Yeah, because I mean, and even DVDs. Like I don't like we have a box full of DVDs, and like I have the Ghostbusters one, Ghostbusters Blu-ray for 1 and 2, and I keep looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, I want to watch it, and then I'm like, but it's probably already on like something else. So like, why should I even?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
You know, so I mean, it's like
The special features.
Yeah. I mean,
you ever watched the original Ghostbusters with the commentary?
No, I should. I mean, I have the CD, so it should be in there.
Harold Ramis is hilarious. Just like giving his thoughts on like the shot of the movie, on like certain shots and things like that. He was great.
I'll have to check it out. I guess I'll have to whip out the Blu-ray and put it in, and slide it in.
It's all about the special features.
Fuck. Do you guys remember who won the game last time? Between the all-time Pistons and the all-time Rockets. Who won?
The Pistons?
There you go.
I want to say the Pistons.
Oh, now we've got a debate.
I was going Rockets. Yes, Rockets.
I'm just like, how do you guys remember who played
I can't remember. It was like 3 weeks
fake
ago.
video game you didn't visually see a month ago?
Isn't there any stats, Marcus?
No.
I mean, no. It's like I usually just when I do this, I just do the quick play. I just do like the exhibition game.
Yeah, I think the Rockets won. And they had Harden, Olajuwon, Drexler, right? Drexler was on their team.
I'm just gonna have to play it again.
That's a good call. I like that.
So what's up?
I can't wait for football.
So how are they going to do it? How do you think they're going to do it, Sean?
I think the Bills are going to be fine. It's going to be great. As
I mean,
far
like,
as
how are the games do you think they're going to go?
They're going to be really good at like no one playing, or do you think they're actually going to play?
I think they're going to play. I mean,
yeah, they're gonna play with empty stadiums, right?
It seems like masks work. Absolutely, like that's a given.
That's what the science is saying. They reduce COVID-19 with masks. Sure.
Yeah. You know, and the football players may have the mask, like an actual like mask over their face mask. So they could possibly do that. You know, if they get tested regularly, people get tested. There's not going to be that many people. There was a lot of protesters walking around, so there's going to be way less people if no fans in the stands, of course. Although I guess you could still put at least maybe 20% or 40%.
That's what I'm thinking. That they fill it up
Sean, people were protesting the NFL?
No. Just the Black Lives Matter protests. There was a lot of people in those, and it didn't seem to trigger as big of a spike.
Yeah, you're getting spikes, and more likely and more often in closed spaces with people without masks.
Yep.
More of them.
And I'm wondering because
you're in a stadium, everything's outdoors. But if you do like every 2 rows or something like that, people should be good.
Yeah, spaced out.
They could probably like checkerboard it a little bit, like right, like someone next, one row up, someone's over, next row. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. So I went to my aunt's service. I recorded it. I went to my aunt's funeral service. It was the first time I've been in a church for a while, but since COVID-19, and basically every other row was blocked off. So that I figure it'll be something like that, but with sports stadiums, it might be every 3 rows or every 4 because
makes sense.
They're so close together, or no fans at all, and
they got to have some. They have to have some. Like I just can't see it not having any fans.
But if I know fans, if it's one or the other, they'll choose just let us, because advertisements for the game, like from my understanding, basically the ad revenue that the NFL gets pretty much pays all the salaries for the players and coaches.
A lot of money. Just the Super Bowl ad revenue is so much money.
But so like the players.
It was one game.
Yeah, the players should be financially compensated.
They will be if they play.
And that's pretty much all that matters, isn't it?
Pretty much.
The players are paid. If the workers are paid, yeah.
Yeah. If everyone's paid and everything else is just extra, well,
they could even negotiate pay cuts for the players if there's an issue, right? Like,
there kind of is an issue because there are some players that are not willing to play.
They're going to strike?
No.
Well, not strike, but they're not. I think I remember reading that there were a few players around the NFL, like starters, and that didn't want to play because of obviously the virus and everything. Because
I just read the headline. I didn't read the article. I believe there was something that said the NFL will let players sit the whole season if they want. Granted, I don't think they get paid, but let them sit, and it's not going to affect them, poorly, I guess.
No, they can't afford to pay those players, man, because of fucking Mahomes' contract.
Hey,
dude, you about to get paid, son.
How much is it? Tell everybody how much it is. I don't know.
It's like $500 million for 10 years.
500?
Yes.
$500 million
for 10 years.
Holy shit.
And 477 of it guaranteed with what's the term they said?
Incentives.
Incentives, yeah.
There's got to be a deal where if he gets injured or something, he doesn't get as much, right?
Sure.
Or he just gets that much no matter what.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. There is. So in his contract, he can't do anything outside of playing professional sports or his playing football. Like he can't go jet skiing. He can't do stuff like that at all. He's just gonna basically sit down, play video games, and get paid and play football. That's
really.
it. Yeah.
And you know what? If you're in that position, that's what you would do too, right? Because if you got hurt, you'd be like, we lose $10 million or more, depending on how many years are left.
So I mean, he can't. So he's not allowed to do anything in his personal life that may possibly injure him. So he's not able to fucking perform.
He's not allowed. You're right, Marcus. He can't fucking perform and fucking perform.
He can't do anything.
He get COVID from someone could come give him COVID.
Because they're guaranteeing this dude. They're guaranteeing him to get $477 million. Guaranteed.
$500 million.
$500 million guaranteed, and that's not even his fucking ad. He gets from commercials and shit. Like and you could live off the commercials money that he gets anyways, and just pocket it like he did, like Gronkowski did. I mean, the amount of money this guy will have if he goes through the whole 10 years and doesn't fuck up. I mean, this guy could walk out like a billionaire.
10 years is a fucking long time.
It goes by like that.
Does he have any endorsements?
Yeah. Allstate. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, Mahomes. That's right. Yeah.
Dude, he's gonna have
Mahoney.
He's gonna have He's the poster boy of the NFL, man.
Yeah, he's the face of
that with that fucking contract.
So it was $500 million. I'm seeing all these $200 million things.
It's
not to us. It's a big difference, but I'm just wondering.
It's $500 million, $503 million for 10 years, 477 of it guaranteed. That if he abides by the contract rules of not getting injured outside of playing football.
Got it.
Oh well.
I can't believe that, man.
I mean, with that much money,
those 10 years, he's not going to be able to do anything fun.
How old?
He'll be fine.
How old is he?
He's 26.
He'll be fine.
I think he's 26.
25?
With that much money,
he just ended his rookie contract because he got drafted the same year as White, our cornerback. So they've only been.
No, actually, he has 2 years left on his contract.
Huh?
I think he has 2 years left.
5? No,
he's like
contract is 3 years. Isn't it?
Somebody look it up. I guess I couldn't even find the new contract.
Let's get our 4-man correspondent John Samborski in for the details.
Is he coming?
Is he here?
He knows everything about football. He's
on?
Football man.
Is he working? Is he coming into the podcast or not? Don't announce it to everybody and he's not coming. That's such a tease.
24.
He's 24?
December 7th, 1995.
That's right. Now I remember. So he's 24. He has 2 years left on his contract.
I remember his age.
He has 24 and a half.
No. I got it mixed up because he has 2 years left on his contract. By the time the 10-year contract ends, he'll be 36 because it won't start until he's 26.
Right, and he just got 100 and something.
Bring in John, Sean.
I'm pretty sure we're over this conversation.
Hold on, I got one thing to add. Right? So he's worried about, he doesn't want to get sick, anything. We're all worried about, what might happen to our little bits of money, right? So, 150 years ago today, they legalized prostitution in St. Louis, Missouri, and they set up that the prostitutes had to have periodical health checks, or they weren't allowed to do the job. I think Mahomes is setting up they just put this in my apartment building in New York. You walk in, there's a scanner that scans your temperature when I walk in my apartment building, and if it's 101, they report.
They may as well, man.
If I was him, man, I'd be getting the temperature scanner, and I'd be like,
that dude's gonna be like,
you got your COVID test? Man. Okay, you can come over.
Whoa. Did they do that at your home?
At my home.
Really?
Well,
if
it's high, what the fuck? They're not. What are they gonna do? Not let you home?
No, they have to let me in my home, but they would do things like, I don't know. Here's the thing. They sent this long email the other day about all these rules about my balcony. And then I come home and there's this temperature scanner at the door. And I'm just like, could use an email about this, man. Yeah, I understand. I'm not allowed to hang a flower pot in a certain way. But like, this should have been an email.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm fine with it because
that sounds intrusive.
It sounds crazy. It sounds a little too much. But what I like about it is there's over 300 other people in this building, and it's going to keep them out of the elevator with me. I mean, because they can do this. If the building tracks who it is, like they said they're going to do, then they would be like, okay, so-and-so just used the elevator. You got to wait this long. We're going to go disinfect it before you use the elevator, or don't use elevator number 2, or don't use the stairs, or whatever it is. That's the only good thing about it. They have to let you in your home.
Well,
but they're.
I mean, just imagine, like, so they're going to go up to their floor.
Mm-hmm.
You could easily just walk right by them, jump back in that elevator, and go back down.
Look, man, I said, I wish there was an email about it. They wrote this fucking long-ass email about the fucking rules of what you could put on your balcony, but I didn't get an email about it. So I don't know what happens. And it's also not if you get a 99. It's if it's over 101.
I have that at my job.
You got 101, man. I'd be staying in that fucking house. Holy shit, I'd be bedridden.
Right, 101's bad.
Holy fuck.
And I don't even know, honestly. I don't even know what they do. You know what I mean? Like, they might not.
I don't think they can do anything legally other than just recommend that you stay home quarantine.
Yeah, but I don't really know. I don't know what they can do.
Inform other tenants.
Yeah.
Which
that might violate.
They can inform
if someone goes, hey, this person had a temperature, they were just in there, go wash your hands or whatever.
Right.
I mean, I feel most people want to be just told the truth, what's going on, so they can deal with it themselves. Feel like that's how it is. But yeah, like that has to be the only logical.
Well, it could even just be to protect the staff, because then the staff's like, oh shit, I'm gonna stay away from that guy.
I mean, it definitely helps with like UPS drivers and FedEx drivers and mailmen.
Yeah, we don't want any fever people coming and delivering.
Fever
number 54.
If the FedEx person was like, or Amazon delivery person had a temperature, was dropping off your stuff, and you
you're like, no, just leave that on the porch. We're okay.
All right.
We don't need a sign for that.
Yeah.
That's how Planet of the Apes happens.
I don't think so.
Didn't you watch the new one where it showed that the guy got on a plane and it spread all over the world?
Yeah.
In the Tim Burton one?
No.
Is that the new
There's
one?
There's a newer one?
No, it was the trilogy.
Oh, the James Franco one? I don't remember that scene.
James Franco.
I don't remember that scene.
Great.
It was the end.
Those are pretty good, those James Franco.
No, my mom's favorite movie is Planet of the Apes.
I don't really believe that. It is?
It really is.
The Charleston Heston one?
Yeah. Yeah, she says she always
man, it's a fucking classic movie.
My mom doesn't care about movies. I found that out about her. She really doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, it is a classic. I wonder if your mom saw it when she was like a kid, and it was like her Star Wars to us. You know what I mean? Like she saw it in the theater and was like, "This is awesome."
It was a cool movie. I remember watching it like one of those late nights, like on the Disney Channel or something like that. It was one of those like movies that they had. And I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And then they had this. I think it was either the second or the third one, where it had like where their skin comes off or something like that.
I think that was the third or fourth. There was like a 5-pack. I bought my mom the Blu-rays of it. For Christmas, because I was like, holy shit. I'm like, this is your favorite movie.
It just gets weird. Like the further it goes, it just gets weird.
I don't know how many I've seen. I've seen 1 and 2. I've seen the James Francos and I've seen the Tim Burton. I've heard there's one where they're like underground in an abandoned subway, and I haven't seen that one.
I don't remember that one.
I think that's the one I'm talking about. Where I think that's there's the old one. I think I do remember the subway one, and I think that's where like they had like it was like mind controlled people, and then they had like fake skin on, and then like you take it off, and it's like they're like you could see their veins and stuff. It's like they didn't have any skin or something. I think it's one of those really old ones that Sean was talking about.
Beneath the Planet of the Apes, 1970. That's the one.
Which one?
It's called Beneath the Planet of the Apes. It filmed in the Queensboro, an abandoned New York City subway station.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that like the fourth or fifth one?
I'll click on it and find out.
It's like the third one, isn't it?
Is it the third? Why not fifth?
Yeah, because the second was Return to the Planet of the Apes, wasn't it?
You know what's weird? This seems like this might be the second. It's the second. So what happens is
That was the second one?
then they cut to this weird
3 seconds.
situation, and then I guess, yeah, this is the second one.
Oh. I thought it would have been the third one.
What they did is they kind of remade the first one basically, and then they didn't go to the same Charleston Heston version. They basically, a spaceship crashes on a planet. There's apes, and then they have there's an underground city inhabited by mutated humans with psychic powers.
Yeah.
And then it was followed by Escape from Planet of the Apes, which they're probably just like, well, let's get some of those same people. Dr. Zaius back in here.
Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. Oh, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius.
And that one focused on social issues such as scientific experimentation on animals, nuclear war, government intrusion.
All right, we get it. It was the second.
That's right. And they should cancel it because it's offensive because you got people running around, you got apes running around as humans, scientific experiments. It's fucked up.
Those damn dirty apes.
Yeah. See, that's fucked up, man.
How many damn dirty apes does it take to screw in a light bulb? Family Guy? You guys all
I've never heard that.
I mean, we're waiting for the punchline.
I was just quoting Family Guy.
It's one of those cutaways. I forgot about that one.
And he was like one dirty stinking ape to screw it in. Or 1,000. One screwed in 999 to watch. Something stupid like that. And Peter, like the Charlton Heston character, it was a stupid joke because it's Peter Griffin.
Yeah, it was really just a cut to some random thing. Yeah. This could be good.
All right. So
Marcus, it offends you?
No.
What?
No.
Don't reboot it?
It's a classic movie in my opinion. I mean, I've never seen the newer ones. Like I've only seen maybe bits and pieces of the very first one. I've never really seen any other ones before.
You haven't seen the newer ones?
No.
They're really
good. Like offended. Like, why would I spend my time watching these blockbuster films?
The James Franco.
I thought it was a really good trilogy.
They're pretty well done.
Marcus is notorious for not watching
blockbuster movies.
Yeah, I am. Just fucking add it to the list.
He hasn't seen a lot of the Marvel movies because he needs to watch them in a certain order.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not gonna. So he can't watch them until he starts that order.
That's not bad, but that's not bad. Imagine watching all the Marvel movies in the chronological order they were supposed to be watched. That would be a lot of fun.
Wait, you didn't watch them in the order they were supposed to be watched? I did.
Well, you'd go like Captain America, First Avenger.
Yeah.
You mean by the timeline of the movies, not by the order they were released?
Yes.
Right.
The other.
Right. I actually have a list for that in my phone somewhere. So
yeah, and Marcus has had years to do that.
I love Chez's background. Like he got Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and or Innerspace, and he's inside a computer right now.
Innerspace. That's a great fucking movie, man.
So underrated.
I haven't seen Innerspace since I was a kid.
Innerspace is a great fucking movie.
And I thought it was creepy and scary.
It was
awesome.
I bought that, and there was a movie where people were getting into other people's minds, and it was in the 80s. This would have been so much cooler. Huh?
Flatliners?
No, Flatliners, they killed themselves on purpose and brought themselves back, and then that brought back their past with them. Great movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
HBO
So this
HBO currently has Innerspace 1987, which I don't know if you guys know this. Wasn't that was that a remake?
Yeah, I think they have
No.
on the Disney
A
Channel.
remake
Flight
of
of the
what?
Navigator.
I don't know.
What was that, Chaz?
They have Flight of the Navigator.
sucks.
That
Fuck
movie
you.
was awesome.
It was.
Blasphemy.
I liked Flight of the Navigator, but I gotta admit, the movie in my mind was so much better than when I rewatched it.
I literally rewatched it during the pandemic. It was fucking awesome. It was so awesome.
Thank you, Sean.
It was exactly as good as. It was better than I remembered.
No
it was Pee Wee
way.
Herman as the voice of the Flight of the Navigator. Then like the 80s slogans, 80s comments, 80s hair. Oh, it was so nostalgic. Also,
Did you guys know that Pee Wee Herman was in like a couple Cheech and Chong movies before he actually made it big as Pee Wee Herman?
I did not.
I thought that
fucking
was
shit.
after.
I mean, I could have the timeline wrong, but he's definitely
No, you're probably
in, like,
right.
He's definitely like in at least two Cheech and Chong movies. The one movie he's actually dressed up as Pee Wee Herman.
Isn't he in one of those movies like a really like just a drugged out dude?
Yeah.
Vampire Slayer?
No.
He was drugged up. Let me in, man.
Wait, no, he wasn't.
In, man.
No, fucking that was David Arquette.
That was Paul.
No, dude. The vampire in Buffy the Vampire Slayer is Pee Wee Herman.
Yes, Paul.
Yeah, boys, he ruined my jacket.
But Sean's referencing David Arquette's character in the movie. Luke,
sure.
Yeah, maybe. There's a high possibility.
Luke Perry's friend. Luke Perry's friend that became the vampire.
That was floating in the window.
Yeah, that was David Arquette.
But you're right. He's in. He's in
in
Meatballs 2.
Huh?
I don't know if I've ever seen Meatballs 2. He's in Meatballs 2.
Who is Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah, Paul Reubens.
Have you seen
Paul Reubens?
Meatballs 1? I mean, if you're just gonna go
yeah, I've seen Meatballs 1. You haven't seen Meatballs 1?
Look at his face. His shit fucking crashed.
What?
I'm still here, dude.
Oh,
He's still there. What's wrong with you? No, Chance.
I was like,
Exactly.
his face is fine.
the exact
he
look
doesn't
you
look like
had because you weren't moving. You were just like,
No, he's
it
just
was
sitting there.
exactly the same as when your shit crashed.
He's I don't know if you guys probably remember he's in Batman Returns.
Who? Paul Reubens?
Yeah, he's Penguin's dad.
Yes.
That, they dump him and and throw him in the river because
Who was the
weird
mother?
and deformed. Shit! Who's the
I
mother?
just saw a meeting that blew my mind.
Do they show his face?
They do, but he's got like a mustache and a monocle.
Very
Jesus
quickly.
Christ.
Yeah, Tim Burton and Paul Reubens were hella tight. And I hear Michael Keaton is coming back for the Flash movie.
Which sounds great. How do you guys feel about that?
I don't.
Great.
Michael Keaton is Batman. Yes, sign me up.
Super smart move.
Yeah, definitely.
Me too.
Super smart.
Definitely.
Here's the thing. Also, they keep wanting. They've got this fixation over at the DC movies that they've got to go with the dark version, right? And it's like, in the darkest versions of Batman, he's like an old man. Oh, like, you know what I mean? So it's like at this point, it's like, well, wait a minute. Michael Keaton's in good shape and still acting. He just played Vulture. He just played Birdman. Why the fuck not? You know, instead of getting an actor and making him look 5 years older, we'll just get this actor and he'll be 5 years younger. It's fine.
They used Michael Keaton's specs for Batman to make his costume for Birdman.
Makes sense.
And it fit perfectly. He was like, oh, shit. That's great. I'm still the same size as like 25 years ago.
It makes perfect sense.
I remember
Oh wow.
that I was watching, or when I was about to watch Birdman, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this movie because it's something.
Because slide over to the other side. You're right.
I might not like it's like that type of
I can't.
genre.
I'm too close.
Like
it's
Oscar
following
movie
me.
type of thing.
You're
I
like Duck.
fucking love that movie. That movie was great.
Marcus, who is she?
That's is that the woman from Ace Ventura?
No.
Sean Young?
Is that Sean?
Close,
Sean Young?
though. Kind of looks like her, though. I saw a movie with her and John Candy, and they were so annoying. But I watched that recently.
Gina Davis.
That's
not Gina
no,
Davis.
That's not
That's
Gina
not Gina
Davis.
Davis.
I would have to say Marcus was closer. But I don't think it's either one.
That's not Sean Young.
Because I'm trying to figure out the meme of comparing these were the Penguins' parents. And it was like
It was like a
Paul
picture of
Reubens.
two people that
Yeah,
looked
the
like
same
them.
people. And I think it was maybe in a later Tim Burton movie.
Oh.
I don't know. Is that
The parents from Beetlejuice?
Is that fucking Helena Bonham Carter?
No. That I do. I know it is not.
No, Gina Davis is Beetlejuice. That's why I just assumed.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking up the cast right now. Speaking of, you know what I saw?
It's Large Marge. It's Large Marge.
No, it's not.
Tell him
Large
Large
Marge.
Marge.
Is it? That can't be Large Marge. There's no way that's her. All right, I'm looking up. There's a lot of people in this movie, Batman Returns, and she's such a minor character.
Right, but she's so meme-worthy.
Here she is. Her name's Diane Salinger, and she played Simone, the waitress in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh yeah. Au revoir.
You played Simone?
Tell him say au revoir.
Nick, move your head. Let me look at her again.
Yeah. Nick, move your head. Yep, that's her. Au revoir, Pee-wee. Au revoir.
Oh, okay.
Au revoir, Simone.
You know what's funny, Marcus? Until you said au revoir, it didn't click for me until you said
Yeah.
au revoir, and I was like, oh yeah, that's her.
That's her.
So she's been in a lot of stuff. I don't even know where to start with that. Wait, did you guys know there was something called Pee-wee's Big Holiday that came out 4 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched it. It was the reboot on Netflix.
Yes.
Or the remake, the sequel.
It was Netflix original.
Yeah. I watched that. I forgot about it. Well, she's in it. So there's that.
Did you guys watch that Bill Murray Christmas special with the band Phoenix in it?
With Beth Phoenix?
I saw
the band Phoenix.
Wasn't Phantom Power in it?
No, it's the Christmas special where he gets stuck at like the hotel or something.
Yeah,
He
it was
gets,
the
like,
band
snowed
Phoenix.
in.
I don't remember the band, but it was pretty good. It was interesting. I like the concept.
The only Christmas special I remember with Bill Murray,
Scrooge.
the North Pole was under attack, and all the elves had guns, and they were killing the terrorists trying to attack Santa Claus.
Bill Murray was in
What the
that?
fuck movie is that?
Are you talking about a Cleveland Show episode?
No. Who watches that show?
I don't know, but there was a Bill Murray Christmas episode of.
It was Scrooged.
Oh, okay,
Christ.
so you're talking about a show on Scrooge.
It's hot in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did watch that with the band Phoenix, Marcus. It was pretty interesting.
Phoenix is a really good band.
I guess we should look into them more. I wanted to kind of do like a 90s name that tune with you guys, but you guys didn't reply.
I'm already ahead of you.
You're ahead
So,
of who with what?
let me tell you this. There's also a sequel to Innerspace that came out 2 years ago
Really?
called Innerspace 2, and it's a Spanish language film. I don't know what country made it. I'm looking that up right now. But it was a short sci-fi comedy in Spain 2 years ago. So we'll probably never be able to see it because it's a short. Meanwhile, they're dying to let people see it, but I don't even know how to talk to these people in Spain about their short film. Maybe it's on one of the things. There was a documentary called Innerspace about undersea animals that starred William Shatner in 1973. He's the narrator. I don't know. I just remember I thought it was a remake because I heard other people talking about a different Innerspace once, and I was just like, that's not in that movie. But I think they must have been talking about the undersea documentary show starring William Shatner. You know? Or not.
Man, I can't think. Oh, then there goes Chaz.
I'm back.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Where'd you go? Did you just hardwire yourself? Are
Oh,
those
yeah,
wires I
that's
see behind you?
not-
Weird because I moved my hand over the camera, and it looked like I thought it like blanked me out or something, but
It just shows your thumb really close. But me, it'll blank out because I have a green screen on.
no.
It's not Bill Pullman. Fuck. There was this double DVD movie set that came with Innerspace. I can't think of the second movie. It's really pissing me off.
What is the connection? Is it a science fiction comedy or is it just random?
Is it like father like son?
No, it's not.
What do you mean, the Tim Allen movie? What's like father like son?
No, it's not. No, let's not get distracted here. Marcus and his distractions. It was like basically they were testing out people's mind. Like they were able to sleep, say, in a room underneath the president of the United States, and they were able
scanners?
Huh?
Is it scanners?
No, and they were able to like subliminally get into their dreams and fuck with people.
Is it Flatliners?
You already said that.
You already said scanners.
Yeah, is it the movie with Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage?
Fred Savage? No.
No, it's got a different Savage. It's got the other kid.
I don't remember who's in it either. I might just call my dad tomorrow morning and be like, go through my movie collection, find these movies. Or
That's fantastic.
I'm going to be up all night trying to figure this out.
I bet through the power of the internet we could find out relatively quickly. While I do that,
What's
Marcus,
the over-under?
Yep. Nick's the fact checker. So
Tell us about the game, Marcus.
What game?
The fucking one with the Houston Rockets and the Detroit.
Oh! It's fucking tied right now at 43 with 4 minutes left in regulation.
All right, I got $100 on the Rockets. Who wants to bet against me?
Chaz,
$100. I am not.
Chaz, get it.
Nope.
Get in on that, Chaz.
No.
Who were they even playing again? What was their team?
Detroit.
Get in on that, Chaz.
No. It's a lose-lose situation for me. No.
All right, Sean, I found an option that I don't think is it, but I'm going to say it. Is it the Meg Ryan collection of Joe versus the Volcano, Innerspace, The Women, and You've Got Mal?
No.
That's a horrible question.
There was like 2 DVDs. I can't remember if they were like in the same thing or they just sold them together. I can't even remember if it was Columbia House, but I remember having them. And then this movie was, it's similar to Innerspace, where it was like you're in someone's body or you're in someone's mind. I think Bill Pullman might have been in it. I'm just not positive. I might have been thinking Under the Stair or People Under the Stair. No, he wasn't in People Under the Stairs. No. Maybe it was Pullman. I don't know.
What?
Sure it was Bill Pullman?
I am not sure of anything.
Well, I'm going to cut
Lost
out.
Highway?
No, it was in the 80s, man. Are you leaving, Chaz?
I'm leaving.
All
Is
right,
it
bro, give us...
Brain Dead? Sean, is it Brain Dead?
No, that's not the name.
starring Bill Pullman and Bull Paxton by Roger Corman?
What
What
year?
is this movie? I don't know what year yet.
No,
It looks weird.
He
it
doesn't.
wasn't. But I actually want to see that now.
He doesn't know.
I mean, I didn't
Holy
know that.
shit! They have the Innerspace Blu-ray at Best Buy for $15.
No, that's too expensive.
Yeah, that's not a good deal.
It's not.
No,
It's more than that. It's these days. Look, I can tell you where you could stream it right now, and that's on HBO.
well, no, fuck it.
HBO Max.
I'm just like, unless you want to see the behind the scenes and the special features of Innerspace, which might be really cool.
Well, yeah, I do. I personally love that movie.
Then yeah, $15.
I actually still quote that movie to this day. Every time I have to deliver like a heavy ass package, I pick it up and I'm carrying it, and I always say, what is it? What does he say? He's like, come on, Tuck, make me strong. Where they're fucking holding them down on the table because they're about to, they're about to try to
Innerspace.
get straight out of Martin Short, and he tries to fight him off. He's like, come on, Tuck, make me strong. He's like, oh, and then they fucking slam him back down on the table to stick that thing in his neck.
Is Innerspace? You just said Martin Short, right? Is Innerspace where that guy shrinks down and goes inside him?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the Family Guy episode where Stewie's when Stewie's at like the sperm machine in Family Guy.
Oh, I forgot about that movie. Yeah, that was a good movie.
That's a great movie. It really is. I imagine the Blu-ray and the special features would be pretty dope. But Chess, you gotta go.
Yep.
Why don't you give us a closing?
Tip your waiter.
Follow us on this. Follow us on that.
When are we gonna see each other? Hey, when are we gonna see each other?
You're seeing me right now. What the fuck?
What do you mean? That's what? What? You know what I fucking mean?
Not soon. Not for me, at least.
You could follow us on Four Men Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. We also have a Facebook page, Four Men and a Little Podcast. Please check us out. If no one else leaves, they can direct you to it. If not, peace out.
See you, Jack. Goodbye, everyone.
At Four Men Podcast.